Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Today we will be doing some paper piecing and a little coloring for a card similar to this. You will be able to find the product names and numbers on my web page, www.lmdstampin.stampinup.net. I will speed the process up and do a voiceover in a moment, so I can keep this video a bit short. But before I do that, I'm just going to go over real quickly the things that I use. So I use the Petite Petals stamp set. I love this adorable little stamp set, and that one right there is my absolute favorite. That one's probably my second. And then the coordinating punch, the Petite Petals punch. Love this set. I've used the, oh, that's a little too close, sorry. I've used the Eastern Elegance Designer Series paper. I'm using the Gumball Green, Classic Ink, Pumpkin Pie, and Crushed Curry. I will also be using my blender pens and my Stampin' Write marker. And to this card, this one I kept pretty simple, as you can see, and I just did some paper piecing and added these with dimensionals. For the card I'm going to do for you, I will be adding this Daffodil Delight stitched ribbon and the Petite Petals. Like I said, I didn't actually do that on this card. So I'm going to go ahead, oh, I almost forgot. I also use Vivid Vases and these cute little candy dots, and this is the Brights collection, so I'll be using one of those, and StazOn inks, and of course my Stampin' Block, my Dimensionals, Snell adhesive, and my scissors. So let's get started. Here I'm just showing you that I stamped the Vivid Vases onto the Designer Series paper. Then I took my scissors and cut that out. And once that was all trimmed out, I took my Stampin' Write journaling marker and went along the edges of my little cutout. So I've already done most of what I need to do ahead of time just to save time on this video. As you can see, I've done my stamping, and now I'm about to start coloring with my blender pen and my classic inks. I grabbed a sheet of scratch paper so that I can wipe off my blender marker as I go along, or blender pen. This is one of my favorite techniques with the blender pen and the classic inks, or with the markers. I like taking the Stampin' Write markers and add the color onto an acrylic block or sheet, and then use my blender pen that way. Now I'm going to add the ribbon to my 4 by 5 1/4 layer, and then add that to the card, or to the card base. There, I just put a little snail on to keep the ribbon down. I'm not so sure I like the result of that, but anyway. So now I'm adding my focal point to the card and cutting out my dimensionals. I use every last bit of dimensionals. They don't throw any of it away. And here I'm just trying to decide if I want to add dimensionals to all of the vases or just some of them. I decide to add 2 of them directly to the card and then add dimensionals to the other 3. Excuse me. And now I'm just going to add my little petite petal flowers, and I have 2 layers here. I'm using my bone folder to curl the top one just a bit, and I'm just going to add that with the Snell adhesive. And then lastly, add my little candy dot. There you are. This one I kept pretty simple. They're both pretty simple, but I stepped this one up a bit just by adding some ribbon and a little flower to the side. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and as always, I look forward to being with you again. Thanks for watching.
Sometimes a friend is all you need, someone to talk to when you're lost.